Oh, Bill, I came in on the end of that story. Do come back to the start of the very fascinating man, isn't he? I had a dream about him last night, We won't go there today. I'm delighted to be here. Prove 90% of you. Right? I'm an Iowa girl by birth. By marriage, I'm a Cleveland girl. By spiritual inclination, a New Yorker. And by maternity, I live in Los Angeles. I have survived the adolescence of my sons. They're 17 D.C. All mothers. But I would certainly like to say to all of you, thank you. Thank you for the most extraordinary 7 years of my life. An unprecedented role, one that will not come again, I'm sure, in a career that has been challenging, to say the least, but very gifted by this last tenure. I loved her. I loved her.
Love you too.
I loved her, and I understood as time evolved that without your support, which by necessity had to be unconditional, she would not have thrived because there was such controversy about putting a broad in the captaincy. My deportment, my skill, my great command. No, it was the butt of steel. Anthropologically, this is fascinating. But psychologically, I'm going to need a shunt if you continue. Because what you're trying to say is we're very anxious that we're going to lose the male demographic because you are old enough to be their mother. And I said, why don't you just entrust me that job? Right? But it was one hell of a seduction. Because I had to assure you young men, especially that might be in the checkered shirt. Do you understand what I'm saying? No? That I could command, and that I would command with relative ease and confidence if simply allowed to set my own course. But that took about 2 years of the utmost and most painful kind of scrutiny. You have no idea. The hair, the voice. When they started with my bosoms, I said, enough! My bosoms are fine, they can speak for themselves. And then I fell in love with that woman, Janeway. A love affair that I was not entirely sure of in the beginning. Admired her enormously, terrific respect, but thought that we were antithetical, thought that we were polar opposites. I was wrong. We were very, very much alike. And added to that extraordinary blessing was that of my company, almost to a man. An ensemble of such... I think the FBI is telling me something. They were a great group. A great group. Some of them spectacular. I feel that I should name names here, and so I'm going to. Never in my life before or since have I had the unprecedented joy as an actress of working with such a consummate actor as Bob Carter has been to me. This is not easy, ladies and gentlemen, day in and day out, and often, certainly for myself, it was a 17, sometimes an 18-hour day. I think because this is, sort of shamefully reminiscent of something we don't want to discuss, I'm going to take it off. Loved him. Never flagged, never gave up. Was very present. I to him, he to me. And always underneath it, such respect and such joy. I have to kiss him. And when you see him this weekend, you tell him how much I love him. All right? The same thing applies to my trailer neighbor, Robbie McNeil. Lieutenant Harris. Don't let him fool you, is all I have to say. As naughty as they come, with possibly one exception. I'm sure you've all heard the name Tim Russ. Tim had a marvelous goal, a noble goal for 7 years. It was to bring me to my knees. I said, no, don't try. He did try. Have you heard this story about this before? Well, he tried, but he failed. Because I am, after all, the captain. Let me just give you an idea of what I had to tolerate for 7 years. You all think, gosh, she's so nice. They all loved her, right? Naked? My boys? They were never clothed. They were never clothed. But this Russ was the worst offender. They were all in love with their own anatomies, so to say. One night, I would say 2 a.m. Everybody's gone, it's just Tim and me. It's my close-up. The ship's gone down, all hell is broken loose. Very few survivors, right? Close-up on Captain Janeway, the sweat, the grime, and the horror of the day. She's been champion through, right? And he's off camera, talking to me, and action. I said, could you cut, please? What was that? What was that? I'm doing, this is my imitation of Tim Russ. What? Me? Oh, let's go there. He said, I think you're falling apart, Captain. Capitano, you're falling apart. It's 2 a.m. You just have to play with the big boys, yeah? I said, no, we're going to roll again. I got to go home. I would like to get 5 hours of sleep. If this happens again, there's going to be real trouble. I'm shaking in my boots. And action. And I went, I said, that's funny. You're really funny. If you do it one more time, one more, you are a dead man. Oh, I'm a dead man. She's scaring me. He said, that's fine. I never raised my voice. Action for the 83rd time. Right in the eye. I said, you're going to print that because I'm going home. I said, it was very nice working with you. What's your name again? It used to be Tim Russ. Because you're dead. You're dead. Laugh, right? I said to Matt, the wardrobe guy, the only guy with the keys to everybody's trailers. I said, did you see what happened here tonight? No. I said, regarding seniority, who's the top here? Well, you can't. I said, that's good of you to recognize that. Because I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm going to tell you to do something. If you fail to execute this, I will have to go to the proper authorities now. You're going to take your key and you're going to go into Mr. Russ's trailer. I would like you to remove his pants, his shirt, his underwear, his wallet, one shoe, one sock. Bring me his car keys. Right? He did it. I have him. Monday morning. You go figure it out. In comes Tim. Into the makeup trailer where I go directly, without going to my own trailer. Right into makeup at 5 a.m. How are you doing, Capitana? Did you have a nice weekend? I said, I had a lovely weekend. How was your weekend? He said, it was terrific. Thinking to myself, how can this be? I've got the keys. I've got the wallet. I've got the pants. I got the shoe, right? I walked into my trailer. Now I'm beginning to get that little chilly again. Very nice. You're going to have a nice desk. Unlock the door to my trailer. What on earth? On every foot, every inch of bare wall was a photograph of a certain part of this gentleman's anatomy. As naked as the day that child was born. And under each photograph, he had little messages. You will kiss this for the next 6 years. So, when you see Tim Russ this weekend, give him my regards.